And so when we're thinking about focusing on our back injury, disc injury, the ligament strain, the facet joint issue, that's down there in the lumbar spine, really all back injuries are a segmental issue, and the best layer of analysis is that I have a injury to the region of my lower lumbar spine. We can set about doing things that are actually going to rebuild strength and resilience, rather than just chasing symptoms. The pain is a symptom, the back pain is a symptom, the backache is a symptom, the sciatic pain is a symptom. Let's focus instead, and this is the switch. So often before people join the program, they've been focused on trying to alleviate their symptoms rather than trying to fix their back injury. You don't see a lot of searches on the internet for back injury. You don't see a lot of searches for how do I fix my back injury, but you do see a ton for back pain and sciatica. And so yes, we start to get into the realms of disc injuries and disc herniations, which is that. But even when we're talking about disc herniations, we still end up focusing on the symptom, rather than rebuilding the strength of the tissues themselves, supporting that healing and recovery process. So if we take the example of doing something like a knee hugs or a child's pose or those kind of stretches over and over again to deal with the symptom of stiffness, maybe in the buttocks or hamstrings, whatever, getting a cricket ball in there and those kind of things, how are they improving the health of my lower back? It's very difficult to make a case for how they are objectively making any change whatsoever. Whereas if we take something like a squat or a hip hinge, for example, and we say doing 75 kilos, very, very good squats for 10 reps. We weren't doing that a while ago. We were doing a lot less than that, and that was not possible. But we've built up to that. It is very, very clear that if we had a herniated disc, some sort of back injury in the lumbar spine, and we could not do that kind of load 6 months ago, we could only do 10 kilos, or we could barely even pick up our water bottle because our back was so very vulnerable. And we've built back up to doing 75 kilos on the squat. We notice that ordinary things every day are no longer aggravating us. We have, make no mistake, built strength and resilience into that disc that has been herniated, that segment that has been injured, that spondylolisthesis, that degenerative disc. But make no mistake, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when you assume that you can get yourself stronger again and you set about doing that. And that's what your rehabilitation should do, so that you can objectively measure the improvement in strength and resilience in your lumbar spine, and it displays the results for itself as you progress on.